Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye. Let me holler at you real quick. Don't worry, my friend. You're not behind. Actually, you're right on time. I know you thinking in hindsight, and that's the problem. You thinking in hindsight, oh, if I would have knew then what I know now. That version of yourself wasn't equipped. Even if you got it, it would have slipped through your fingers. Even if you crossed the finish line, it would have been short-lived. Not because you're not good enough. It's because you're thinking with what you know now about, oh, you could have did it then. You weren't equipped then. So even if you weren't trying then, or even if you didn't know it then, now you finally have the tools. So when it finally comes, when you finally get it, you'll be equipped to handle it and whatever it comes with. And that's going to propel you to be in a better position than you are now. So understand that even if you were, let's say you were playing around, let's say you weren't taking it serious, you are now. And that's what matters. So don't put yourself down for, oh, I'm behind, or comparing yourself to other people. You never know what someone's life is truly like. And a lot of people are putting up a facade and putting up a show to make it look like they got it all together when they really don't. That's why comparison is the thief of joy. You know, you idolizing somebody else's relationship. They might sleep in separate bedrooms because they hate each other. You idolizing somebody else's life when they don't even like the way that they're going. Their life is going. You see them all because they got the nicest things, or that house, you know. But they might be miserable in that house, or maybe they're going home alone. They have no family or no friends, or you know, they don't like the way that their life is set, or their life is like. So I understand that you're not behind. You're right on time, because the fact that you're trying now is all that matters. You're alive and you're present in the moment right now, and you trying, and that's all that matters. So don't think that, oh, you're behind because, oh, in hindsight, you thought if you would have had that, you didn't know that then. You can't put yourself down with something that you didn't know. Or you might have not been in a position in your life to do that. If you were in a bad situation, even if you knew that, you wouldn't have been able to do it. If you're in a toxic relationship, or you were in a bad spot, or you had no money, even if you had all the knowledge, but you didn't have the tools to put it to use, what good is it at that present moment? Now that you're free from whatever you freed yourself from, now there's nothing holding you back or distracting you from achieving that goal. There's a lot of times where we think that, oh, I wish I could have did this. You weren't in a position to do that. A lot of times we have an idea, we have a dream, we have a goal, we have an end game, but we're not in the position to do that right now because of unforeseen circumstances. Now that those things are out of the way, now that those things are, there's no weight on your shoulders holding you down. Now you can finally do that. Now you can finally, no distractions, no nothing around you, no something feeling on the back of your shoulders, none of that. Now you can finally zero in on that. So, because let's say you tried to, you would have failed. Even if you had all the knowledge, you had all the tools, if you're not in the position to propel yourself into that, you would have failed. So you have a better opportunity now than you ever had. It's not that you weren't good enough, you weren't strong enough, you weren't smart enough, you weren't capable enough. That's not the issue. It's just sometimes things are meant for us, but things aren't meant for us in the present moment. That doesn't mean it's not meant for you, though. That's the difference. So don't think, oh, you know, I'm behind. No, you right on time. Because now there's nothing, there's no one, and there's no one holding you back from doing that. You know? So now it's just you against you. And you'll win every time. But hey, it's Rye. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, family. We're growing, family. Woo woo. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.